I'd say the Nova Blades are properly distracted, wouldn't you?
That would be an understatement. Theron's been monitoring communications. You caused quite a stir.
Want some gratification? Here, check this out. Just recorded.
They're blasting up my supplies, my foot soldiers, taking my workers. What are you people prepared to do about it?
This appears to be your problem, not ours.
How would you like it if I made it your personal problem? Give me Revan. I want to talk to Revan.
No, I don't think so.
You don't put Revan on. The Nova Blade stop rerouting galactic traffic. That ain't negotiable.
Revan.
Commodore Margok, are you threatening to alter the terms of our deal? I paid you to do a job and you've done it well, but that's over now. I no longer have any use for your Nova Blades.
Hey, I know torching a Mandalorian clan up and left us, but the Blade still got a lot to offer.
Not if you don't have your own house in order. Put an end to the upstart causing you trouble, and I'll consider resuming our alliance.
You really did it. You got them running scared.
This is no time to let up. I'm going to get back out there and finish this.
Now, not to sell you short or anything, don't think this will be a cakewalk all of a sudden.
The Nova Blades still have an impressive roster of hardened criminals at their disposal, and the aggressor is still heavily fortified.
The aggressor's their headquarters. You've seen it. A crashed ship Margok turned into a fortress. Can't get in without the proper security codes.
That won't be a problem for me.
We'll get Jakaro to lend a hand all the same.
If nothing else, the activity will keep him from picking apart D4 any further.
I see.
This is the mission area, so we should be able to go in there together.
Yeah, it's a personal phase. You can see it by the tooltip when you aim it.
Well, that's gonna take half an hour to get through.
Yay!
Finally in. Nice work. Now to see where Margok's hiding all his secrets.
You dirty, no-good pirate scum.
The Howling Tempest gang was made up. Never existed. You're about to wish you were dealing with some random band of raiders.
We'll have to see about that. My forebears founded Raiders Cove. This is my island, and I'm not giving it up. So come on in. Do your worst. In the end, you ain't coming out alive.
So you blew our cover, huh? Luckily I can jam the aggressor's external comms. About all I can do right now, though. They've got live slicers and they're managing network security on the fly. They can't do anything until they're offline.
I'll handle
I'm sure you will.
Hey, jackass. Fatso.
This is my ship. Think you could just walk on in and be left alive?
So yes, as you can see, guys, we can literally not play together, so... And we just found on the internet that it's literally impossible. That they build it like this, so... You can explain how it is, Henrik, since you're done.
Yeah, so apparently the basic system is that these personal phases are literally personal and there's no option for spectator, which would make sense. And apparently it has something to do with the fact that their system, the way they've handled the class phases in the original campaign is that they can't be on top of one another or something.
Right.
The personal phases don't, so the phases that can do spectator have to be separately placed. And obviously they aren't going to have like 8 entrances to this one area. So instead of making them group content or just building a new system where you can have spectators, they did a system where you literally can't play together for like 99% of the campaign. Or the expansion.
Yep.
Thanks, BioWare!
Which means that we bought an expansion we would play it through in co-op that we can't play in co-op.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna go dig up some info because, frankly, if Revan is also a personal phase, but however that ends, then there's barely any point to it.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna go dig that up while you finish this.
I'm done.
Loud and clear. I'm in. Full access.
This is the sort of momentum we could never create on our own. We need to maintain that momentum. Surely, if the Revanites are done with the Nova Blades, as Revan indicated, they're on to the next stage of their plan.
Say what you like about Revan, he was never as powerful a Sith as I am now.
It's not just Revan here, it's all his co-conspirators. We don't know how many in the Republic and Empire are pulling strings for him.
While Theron's pulling down data, I suggest you start to make your way back to Raiders Cove. Hopefully you'll have found something of use by then.
Okay, I'm done with the terminal.
Yeah, there's nothing immediately. Nothing in immediate obvious that says if the final missions are personal phases also. We're just gonna have to find out on our own as we play.
I guess. Kinda sucks though.
That really sucks. Because we're gonna sit at the end of our playthrough and fight Revan, and we're gonna have to do it on our own, probably.
No. The very last part is, as far as I know, is like an operation.
Ah, okay.
So
we can't run that anyway. Okay, well, return to Lana, so I guess we'll record that when we get there.
Yep.
What have we learned from the aggressor?
Very little, I'm afraid. It would appear someone took it upon themselves to corrupt much of the data as a last resort.
It's a real mess, getting fragments but nothing incredibly coherent. The one thing that does keep turning up is the Mandalorian Margok brought up earlier, the one they called Torch.
What about her?
Well, it looks like Torch and Margok were thick as thieves for a while, then something happened. Had to do with the Revanites. Don't really know the details, but it looks like Torch moved her whole clan to another island here on Rishi. I've got the coordinates.
There has to be something better to go on than an island of Mandalorians with vague motives.
It's the best we have for now, so it will have to do.
If I find anything else, we'll have Jakara look into it.
I'm sending Jakaro out on a scouting run. I've made local arrangements for your transportation should he not return in time.
Wow. You've been busier than I thought.
Get whatever information you can from the Mandalorians. With any luck, they'll lead us to the Revanites.
My dear friend the Rat, always a pleasure to see you intact.
Darth Varon, this is unexpected.
Well, what's life without a few surprises? There are matters I'd like to discuss in person, and I happen to be near the Rishi system. Perhaps we can meet, enjoy a respite from the bloodshed and destruction.
It's past time we reconnected. I expect that we have much to consider together.
I'll await you at these coordinates, but do make haste. My visit to Rishi must be brief.
Hey, a blue one.
You can actually spectate in this area. Woo. Which is like, what?
My good Rat, you look the same as ever. How many Jedi have you slain today?
We
Enough.
meet again, Varon.
In all seriousness, how are you? I understand you've been working tirelessly for our Empire. Is it satisfying, your craft? Putting down huts and cults here and there?
These deeds must be done, but I grow weary of running the errands of others.
As I feared, I worry for you, Wrath, and for your future. The Republic claims the Emperor is dead, but I hear rumors to the contrary. The game pieces are moving.
Speak plainly.
Consider this. The last Wrath of the Emperor served in that position for centuries, only departing after turning traitor. As I understand, you never chose to become the Ram. The position was thrust upon you. What is it that you truly desire?
I wish to rule. I wish to exert my will and my vision upon the Empire and the Sith. That is our Order's way.
So it is, and though it may one day cause us conflict, I would not see your path inhibited. I have a gift to aid your endeavors. I have come upon indications that you are being watched, and have been for some time. These spies are mechanical, but ingeniously hidden using combinations of ancient and modern technology, welded into form using the Force.
You make a bold claim. Why come for me? What do you want out of this?
If unknown forces are tracking you, spying upon you, then surely that concerns us all. An associate of mine with connections in the Gree Enclave manufactured this. A device to reveal your foe. Use it to reclaim your privacy if you wish, or to look upon the face of your watchers.
How does it work?
Activation is simple, but I draw your foes somewhere remote. The jungle, perhaps, to avoid interference. There is more I'd offer you, but not until I'm certain we are alone.
Those who seek to manipulate me come to bloody ends, Varen. If these spies are your enemies instead of mine...
Then they will not deal the first blow, and you will know. I will remain on Rishi as long as I can. Good hunting, Rath.
As I said the first time we met him, he's fishy.
He is kind of fishy. Also, I had a completely different idea when he started talking about you being watched.
Right. I know exactly what you mean. Perverted little fuck. Anyway.
That's not actually what I'm referring to.
Okay, what then what?
I'm referring to the fact that you are actually being watched on YouTube.
Oh, right. True. You're being watched.
Yes, I would hope so. That's the whole point.
If anybody actually knew what I was just referring to there, then good on you, good on you. The government has a secret system.
That's like 8 million secret systems.
Oh, it's like you're being watched. It's a Person of Interest. It's a really great TV series.
I recall Vaigel's name, but we've never met. What do you suppose he's found out here?
Darth Nox, everlasting Night Lord. It is my deepest honor to welcome you to Rishi. I'd begun to doubt... I was a fool.
You sought an audience, and I have come. The Reclamation Service will observe.
On my life, I shall not disappoint. I was sent here 30 years ago, not for Rishi, but to stand on the brink of the Rishi Maze, the dwarf galaxy. Thousands of unexplored worlds just beyond the known hyperlanes. My master tasked me to monitor those dark stars.
You were appointed long before Thanatos. Who did you serve?
I followed Darth Arctis before his ascension, yet my loyalty is to the Empire.
If I may, what has your research uncovered?
I built a deep space communications array to watch, to listen, to try to contact the maze's inhabitants. And I received signals, messages. The language is ancient, contemptuous of translation. There are Sith words, Rakata, Gree. The messages contained instructions for improving, modifying the communications array. Even I don't understand what functions the machines now possess.
These modifications, the technology, did the signals hint what they might be for?
Only in that the technology would grant a great boon. I couldn't discern more than that.
Alien machine enhancement. was. Now we know where the Reclamation Service budget went.
The signals went silent some years ago, but I believe the array is now waiting for you.
Waiting for me.
The last messages said the array required one twice transmuted and reborn to the mother.
Transmuted. As I was on Valmora, and by the corruption of the Sith spirits.
And then rejuvenated by the mother machine of Belsavis. Fascinating.
Some distant species has been waiting for you, Dark Lord. Whether by prophecy or biology. You could activate the array, learn its purpose.
What does your Reclamation Service experience tell you?
My lord, my experience says that pursuing mysteries such as this often leads even the wisest Sith to insanity. History is clear. But curiosity urges me forward. And you have defied the odds so many times before.
Await my return, Facial. I will examine your machines.
As you will, Dark Lord.
See, that was actually interesting.
That was... Is the... I mean, I know I released the mother in the campaign. Is she somewhere, like...
Well, she's everywhere.
Well, yeah.
She always was, but...
Fuck me, that was kind of cool.
That was better. That was the kind of quality I actually wanted your campaign to be, so...
Like, your missions are just doing secluded spots, and mine is just running around activating stuff, so... I wonder what happens after that. It's kind of cool.
Yep.